Today we're going to talk about conditionals. It's a really important topic, and I teach this topic engaging creativity. So we discussed zero conditional, first conditional, and second conditional. My favorite one and my students' favorite one is unreal conditional, when we try to engage our fantasy and think about if I were younger, if I were a boy, if I were a girl. And then we play this engaging game about choices. So we give tasks to one another. If I were a color, if you were a color, what color would you be? If I were a color, I would definitely be purple, because it's the color of creativity, ubiquitous life, and magnificence. It's the color of royalty and maybe even eternal life. If you were a piece of furniture, what would you be? If you were a car, what car would you be? And other engaging exercises. We will leave you these exercises. Please fulfill the form till the end. If I could be any animal, I'd be a... because. If I could be a bird, I'd be a... because. If I could be an insect, I'd be... because. If I could be a flower, I'd be... because. If I could be a tree, I'd be... because. If I could be a piece of furniture, I'd be... because. If I could be a musical instrument, I'd be... because. If I could be a building, I'd be... because. If I could be a car, I'd be... because. If I could be a street, I'd be... because. If I could be a state, I'd be... because. If I could be a foreign country, I'd be... because. If I could be a game, I'd be... because. If I could be a record, I'd be... because. If I could be a TV show, I'd be... because. If I could be a movie, I'd be... because. If I could be food, I'd be... because. If I could be a part of speech, I'd be... because. If I could be any color, I'd be... because. now I'd like you to watch the video If I Were a Young Woman. Please write after watching this video me in comments. How would your life change after watching this video? Live with the present, cherish every moment, and try to make your life unique and extraordinary. Just starting from today, because today is the best day to change your life.
If I were a young woman now, I'm not sure how I'd cope.
With all the things that you have, the opportunities, the technology, I'd like to think it could be a world of pleasure.
But I fear instead it would only be a world of pressure.
Pressure to be the perfect mother, the perfect wife, the perfect friend.
Pressure to be successful, a boss, a leader.
If I had my time again, I wouldn't create a to-do list. I'd create a to-don't-do list.
I'd give myself the time to indulge in the things that I now understand are the most important.
What I wouldn't give to extend those goodnight kisses instead of moaning about having to get up early in the morning.
Oh. What I wouldn't give for an extra second of cuddling my babies before they became too big to hold.
What I wouldn't give for 5 more minutes on the dance floor while my legs were still strong enough to carry me.
And this isn't about stopping our fight for equality.
Mine was a generation who burnt their bras.
But we were never in danger of burning out.
No. This is simply about you as a human being. There's the most important word, being. Being lost in the moment.
Being at peace with the world.
Being kinder to myself.
Being kinder to others.
Being able to let go and being proud to do so.
Believe me, if I were a young woman now, I'd spend more time being.
Not doing.